very special day on the calendar, Noche Latina, commemorating the NBA's connection to Latin heritage and culture. Along with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson, and we've got our reporter, Allie LaForce. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Bradley Beal.
And when you look at his offensive output over the past few years, it seems like other teams have figured him out and have his number now. He's having to put in a lot more effort on the offensive end, but without producing nearly the same results.
And the Lakers starting five. We've got Smith, and it's the closer in at power forward. And for Orlando, Jabari Smith out there with Alperen Şengün. Then there's Bradley Beal, then it's Riza Shea, and it's Lillard in at the one spot. And then the front end of the back-to-back, what's important?
Well, B.A., most coaches treat this one like a regular game. Try to win, don't worry about minutes. Tomorrow, they may adjust the rotations a bit.
Pass to Riza Shea. Launches a three. The Lakers with a rebound. And you look at what they've accomplished this year on the road. 30 wins and counting.
Yeah, they're reaching those historical numbers reserved only for the greatest teams in NBA lore. The types of rosters filled with talent, experience, desire, all built to win championships. I think you can say the same thing about this team. Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
The closer passes to Thunder. And it's in there. Thunder's got his second bucket on the night. And it looks like we've got an injury on the floor. Very unfortunate as always, guys. Don't like to see this.
And man, this really doesn't look good. Just the way it happened.
And you know it's serious if he's heading to the locker room. It takes a lot to get him out of any game.
Noel, he's checked in for Drummond. First quarter of play, a minute in. Lillard passes to Şengün. Back to Lillard. Three-pointer. Sends it home from three-point land.
A genuine sniper from downtown. Lillard's confidence is what makes him so dangerous.
Well, Grant, there are few players in the league who can attack a defense from the logo, but Lillard is one of them.
Yeah, and he makes it look so easy. You have to pick him up at the half-court line, and it's been that way for about a decade.
6 to shoot. Driving to the basket. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. Down low. Here's Beal. Ooh, rejected by Noel. And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Pass to Thunder. Here's the closer, covered by Smith. Here's the closer. Hits the trifecta.
And how great are they playing? 4 for 4 shooting to start this one.
Orlando has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Here's Beal. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good.
The smooth shooting mechanics of Beal on full display, knocking down that J.
The closer passes to Noel. Here's Thunder. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Goes up from the top of the key. Damian Lillard with the rebound.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
And he banks in the layup. Lillard's got 5.
Doesn't matter where he is on the floor. Lillard is a walking bucket.
A minute 58 left in the opening quarter. The closer passes to Smith. Here's Thunder. Back to Smith. Over Lillard. A nice shot by Smith.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending. He just looks off this quarter. Looks like he's forcing it a bit right now, a little bit in his head.
Pass to Noel. Smith outside. Here's Thunder, hounded by Beal. And here's Noel. Here's Thunder. From the top of the key. Can't get it to drop. Magic trail by 4. Here's Lillard. Out to Beal. Şengün, the screen. Beal, the pass to Şengün. Ooh, rejected by Noel. Here's the closer. Nails it from 3. He has 6.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Lillard looking around. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. Lillard's got his 3rd bucket of the night. The Lakers lead by 4. Pass to Smith. Here's Thunder, hounded by Beal. Nifty move. Over to the left wing. The baseline J is on the way. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
No, he's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Outstanding move in the lane. Just enjoy that one at home, folks.
No doubt, with some huge elevation on the finish. Offense is coming free and easy as we wrap up the first. The Lakers on top, up by 4. We'll take a quick break and then get you back to the action. For those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
When you pile up the blocks earlier in games, it really can affect the other team. They lose confidence offensively.
They're also managing to make lots of trouble for their opponent in transition. Right away, they're finding points on the break.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Hachimura outside. Pass to Brogdon. The 3 from Reza Shea. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. And this team is on absolute fire right now. They've won 18 in a row.
There is a lot of players who will say they don't take notice of a budding winning streak. But when it's double digits, everyone knows. Winning streaks are a lot harder than people think because every single team wants to be the one to take you down. And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Here's Şengün. Excellent D there from Holmes.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Here's Thunder. And again, it's the Lakers.
And adding to this lead right now, riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow. Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you gotta shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Magic trail by 8. Outside Brogdon. Pass to Hachimura. Noel against Beal. Now here's Şengün. Outside Brogdon. Just 4 to shoot. Brogdon with a strong finish.
And Brogdon is used to having to overcome tough defense. That is just quality composure there by him.
Simmons, the pass to Thunder. Simmons against Brogdon. Let's go with a 3. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Brogdon with the drive. And Brogdon with the stuff.
He can explode to the hoop. Brogdon, he can change speeds in a hurry.
And that replay courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And the Lakers with possession here. 4-point game. And after this game wraps up, they're off to Indiana, where they'll face the Pacers. It'll be their second game of a 4-game road trip. Here's Thunder. Releases from the wing and drills it. Thunder's got 5 points now in the quarter.
But he's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
Beal outside. Şengün, the screen. This one for 3. That one's good from Bradley Beal. Beal's got 9 points.
Beal can hurt you from just about anywhere, and he is a multi-skilled player.
Pass to Simmons. To the inside. Thunder with the bucket. And the Lakers lead by 5.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
Orlando has gone 3 of 4 from outside so far in the second quarter. Beal surveying the D. Oh, Simmons with the block. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. It's Los Angeles. They're up by 5. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Welcome, folks. EJ alongside Shaq and Kenny. First up, here are the players of the week. And guys, I want to talk for a sec about the talent level in this league. In fact, I'd say it's never been better.
You sure about that, Ernie? I sense Shaq getting restless over there.
Hey, my mistake, big fella. Someone put crazy talk on the teleprompter. I was just, going along with it for giggles.
I'm not giggling, Ernie.
Come on, try it. Come on. I bet I can make you giggle.
I'm ticklish, Ernie. I'm ticklish. I don't want to
Come on. And turning our attention to the first half of our game tonight, bit of a rocky start for the Orlando Magic.
One thing that's helped tonight, their three-point shooting. Those triples add up fast, don't they, Kenny?
That's why I shoot them. If they have 4s, I take them too. But here's one thing. You have to have floor balance, and you have to really create clean looks, though.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. All right, I don't want to make you feel too old here, RJ, but you did get drafted back in 2001. What's the biggest change to the game, you think?
Oh, I think without a doubt the physicality and the 3-ball. Teams are not as physical, and they shoot a lot more threes. When I came in, they were barely shooting them. Now that's all that matters.
And now we'll send it over to Allie LaForce for an update on Andre Drummond.
Thanks, guys. I got a status report update from LA's head athletic trainer. They told me it's a collapsed lung, a serious situation, and we're all hoping that he's okay. He won't return tonight or anytime soon. This injury will knock him out for an extended period of time. BA?
Okay, thanks for the update. Good to get that information. Now we know how things are coming along, Grant.
That's true. It's the uncertainty factor with injuries that can be so hard to handle.
And you never want to speculate. So it's nice for us, and especially his teammates, to get some facts.
And so in the game for Los Angeles, we've got Ben Simmons, and it's the closer in at the 4. Back to Lillard. Off the mark there with a 3.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Damian Lillard last season becoming the 51st NBA player ever to cross the 20,000-point threshold and the 17th fastest to ever do it. He said it's a great accomplishment and a rare space to be in. I'm like, man, I might be able to get 27 or 28,000 if I could stay healthy. Brian, I wouldn't put it past him.
Yeah, me either. Thanks, Allie. A nice shot by Smith.
And looks like Smith is already getting stronger. He's looking to add some muscle, and that finish through contact is a great sign.
Pass to the closer. The three ball sinks the tray. The closer's got 5 points in the quarter.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Smith with it. Back to Lillard. There's the three. Second chance effort. No good at the rim. Los Angeles leading by 11. Here's the closer. Here's Thunder. 15 points in the game. And that one's good.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Here's Lillard. Oh, Lillard shrugs off the contact.
His shot has been on point from the opening tip. He's pretty much kept them in the game.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Kispert's checked in for Orlando. As we head towards the playoffs, let's see what... Smith inside. Green covering. Smith no good.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
We got Risache, Malcolm Brogdon out there with Bradley Beal. Then it's Smith, and it's Hachimura in at center. That's who's out there for Orlando. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes, spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
And also, I just love how they've been moving the ball side to side on the perimeter. Great passing, unlocking their offensive potential.
Smith outside. Orlando again missing. Los Angeles has gotten 3 threes to fall out of 4 attempts here in the fourth. And that one's good. Green.
They're going old school out there now, working the mid-range part of the floor.
Lillard passes to Smith. Back to Lillard. Richard, over the past few decades, we've seen bench reactions get bigger in the NBA. How much fun is that?
It's so much fun, but I think it also coincides with the league getting younger and younger and younger. So you have these young kids in there that are just there to have some fun and compete.
Here's Thunder. It goes. He's 10 for 13. So much confidence.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Pass to Beal. Here's the three. Yes, and it's Şengün picking up the assist. Şengün's got 4 assists now tonight.
We've seen this many times before. Beal is such a versatile and effortless scorer.
Inside.
Orlando foul. Bradley Beal. Second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Lakers, number 40. Taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And he makes both free throws. Well, you look at the so-called super teams that have been assembled in recent years. A lot of cautionary tales.
Yeah, I mean, teams giving up their draft picks for the better part of a decade to bring in a star. It can get ugly really fast if things don't work out.
Smith no good. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 6 of 8 shots to fall during this fourth. Noel, the pass to Thunder. And he jams it home with authority.
He's been playing great, unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
Pass to Şengün. And here's Beal. Back to Şengün. Out to Beal. Just 5 to shoot. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Working inside. Beal got the call.
At the line for 2, Bradley Beal.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one.
A combo guard with a versatile offensive game. Beal is one of those guys.
So we see the Lakers taking the W here. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And time now to present our player of the game.
At point, 6'6", number 2, Cade Cunningham.
Greetings, everyone. Glad to have you here with us on this Wednesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, joined by our analyst, Greg Anthony, and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. Plus, reporting from the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. So a moment now to see the story for Devin Vassell.
And something has really clicked for him at the free throw line. In the past 5 games, his percentage at the line is much better than it had been prior. Sometimes that's how it works. A switch flips, and all of a sudden, you're locked in.
Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. They've got Porter. Thunder is out there with Thunder. And it's the closer. And it's Smith in at the power forward. And for Indiana, Paul George is out there with Devin Vassell. Then it's Shaedon Sharpe. Then it's Cade Cunningham. And it's Sabonis in at the center position. Well, we are quickly reaching the end of the regular season. Doris, are you as excited as I am for the playoffs coming up?
Definitely, Kevin, and I know it's on the players' and coaches' minds. It's right there waiting for us. But let's remember, the most mature teams, the best teams, recognize games are still to be played. You cannot let the playoffs distract you from what's in front of your face.
I'm not shy about bringing it inside. Vassell is comfortable around the hoop.
Here's Thunder. The rebound by Sharpe. And it's the Pacers ball. Right side George. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. And this is where the power rankings sort of lock in as we begin to look toward the postseason. You look at Indiana. They're in a bit of a holding pattern, hoping to take that next leap.
And seeing where the Lakers are, they've just crushed expectations all season long. Only a few people thought they could sustain this level of excellence, but here they are.
Here's Thunder. Buries the 20-footer.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Outside, George. Sabonis sets the pick for George. A three-pointer is right on target.
You have got to have the right focus and the right reads in the pick and roll. And Paul George making all the right decisions right now, slicing up the defense.
Here's Thunder in the game against Orlando. Very impressive.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now, here's Vassell. Porter with the steal. Just over a minute and a half played here in this game. And the basket by Thunder. On offense, here are the Pacers. They went to Los Angeles for their last meeting with the Lakers and came out with a victory.
And talk about a battle that just kept going on. It really is a good feeling bringing home a double overtime win.
Cunningham inside, guarded by Porter, and the Pacers can't get it to go. Lakers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Greg, give us one word to describe Domantas Sabonis on the offensive end.
Kevin, I guess I'd say dominant, but that only scratches the surface. The way Sabonis drops dimes, hits shots, and controls the glass, dominant just doesn't even really begin to say enough.
Here's the closer. He had 15 points last outing. Shoots. Sabonis grabs the board.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. Holland comes in for George. And D'Angelo Russell. Here's Thunder. He drains the quick shot. Thunder's got 11 points.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Taking a look at the Lakers. They've got Smith. The closer is out there with Porter. And it's Thunder. And it's Thunder in at the small forward position. To Thunder, and right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own. He's got 14.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Here's Sharp, a three. The rebound by the closer. Here's Thunder. 20 points for him last game against the Magic in Orlando. Here's the closer, defended by Sharp. Just 4 to shoot. For 3, Smith. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
Pass to George. This one for 3. A rebound by the Lakers. Coming in on a 19-game win streak. They're set to achieve something very few teams have ever done. A win tonight would be their 20th win in a row.
Almost almost mind-boggling that you could string together brilliant basketball over such a sustained period of time. Think about the focus that they have to bring nightly. Think about the commitment to grinding it out every single night, regardless of your opponent. Just absolutely incredible stuff.
1:16 left in the second quarter. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
He started the game scorching the Nets from deep. 3 triples in the first period, but none here in the second.
Here's Thunder. An easy 2 points on the layup. And it's a 9-point Los Angeles lead.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Some changes for Indiana. Sabonis, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Vassell, and so it's the Los Angeles Lakers holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. With Rick Carlisle. Coach, what needs to happen on the defensive end to get back on track?
Well, a lot of things need to get better. Our level of force defensively is not there. We got to pick it up. We got to play with a lot more collective force.
We'll see if you can bring the noise more as the game goes on. Thanks very much. Back to you.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Hey, everybody. I got a secret. We're approaching the playoffs, and we are starting the show with a breakdown of the Western Conference standings.
You take a look at the Lakers. Sitting in first place, they've taken care of business. But the playoffs fast approaching. They're where they need to be.
And we'll see how that home court advantage translates down the stretch. And circling back to the first half, things have not gone as planned for the Indiana Pacers.
They're not applying enough pressure offensively. Very little presence inside. Too much reliance on long jumpers.
You know how I feel about that style, Kenny. I don't even want to comment.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. It's been a clinic out there by Thunder.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Greg, you look at today's point guards, so many different types that can be effective.
And there's a lot more freedom for point guards to kind of explore the parameters of their game. Sometimes it's steadying an offense. Other times it's to ignite it.
George is out there with Domantas Sabonis. Then there's Devin Vassell. Then it's Cunningham, and it's Sharp, and it's the 2. So that's the group out there for Indiana. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. 8-point game. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Washington, where they'll face the Wizards, and that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. Los Angeles has gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
He takes it in, and Cunningham with the slam.
Oh, nasty nasty dunk there by Cunningham. This is why he went first overall. Cade's got length, skill, and athleticism. And what strikes me about Cade Cunningham is he's still growing. He's still capable of doing more on the floor, and he has the work ethic and attitude to make those improvements and become a real factor on the floor.
George against Smith. Nifty move. A rebound by the Lakers. Porter's got his 5th rebound in this one. Lakers leading by 9. Here's Smith. And that one, good. Smith's got 10 points in the game.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
Cunningham hits the bucket.
And you see that motion shot. Cunningham very consistent from distance.
Pass to Thunder.
2 minutes remaining in the
Poke loose. Here's Thunder, defended by Sharp. Here's Charles, and the 3-ball is good. The closer's got the lead up to 11 now for the Lakers.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. At this point in his career, Paul George says he's in bully mode. He said, every night I'm on the floor, I'm there to dominate. Whether it's being more physical or going right at whoever I got to go at, you're going to feel me. I'm having that approach every time. I'm there to destroy you. Kevin?
Wow. Love it, though, D.A. Got to admit it. Awful powerful. Thank you. Russell is checked in for Shaedon Sharp. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Simmons checked in for Porter. Green comes in for Smith. Green, he's checked in for the closer. And Noel subbed in for Thunder. .131 left in the third quarter. Outside, Green. Outside, Green. Pass to Thunder. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Green's got 3 assists in the game. Vassell outside. Sabonis with the ball. From outside, off the mark. Vassell with it. Now Green defending. Vassell, the pass to Cunningham. Back to Vassell. Wide open. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Thunder passes to Simmons. Here's Thunder. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Right side, Simmons. Over Russell. No good from Simmons. Pacers trail by 12. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Down low. George against Green. Great D that time from Green. Simmons passes to Thunder. Trying to find Green. He's got it now. And he banks in the layup. Green's got 6 points.
Always helps to get these kinds of looks, right? Super easy to convert from that distance.
And so it's Los Angeles, sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. Back to the action in just a minute. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Pass to Thunder. He tries for three. The shot's good from Smith. And the Lakers lead by 14.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Sabonis with the ball. Guarded by Porter. Another shot. Outside for George. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
Listen, that's a look he can hit, but right now he can't throw it in the ocean.
Smith the pass to Thunder. Porter with it. Smith surveying the D. Pass to Thunder. 5 to shoot. Off target from outside.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And that one's good. George.
Gorgeous. That pull-up jumper is simply gorgeous. Paul George rises above everyone.
The closer passes to Thunder. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Thunder's got 21.
Slow rotation there defensively, and he gets a wide open look from mid-range.
And I'll tell you, you look up at the scoreboard, that's correct. They have a big lead for a reason.
From deep, George. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Here's Thunder. Puts up a three. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. 24 points for Thunder.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
George, no good. Lakers leading by 13. The closer passes to Thunder. Porter trying to free himself up. And the basket by Thunder. Thunder's got 7 points for the quarter.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Lakers.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got everyone involved.
And I think, guys, we sort of expected a win here in a season already with 66 wins. Tonight's win will notch that up one more to 67. A very dominating presence they seem to have nearly every time they come out on the floor.
Important. With this win, they split the season series at a game apiece and also avoid the sweep. And that has to be a relief.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Thunder.
No doubt he came to play tonight. This guy has been aggressive and effective.
To the inside. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Porter. Here's Russell.
Come on, Chet Russell.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Thunder.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free?
national anthem, that was Skylar Cole. And now we'll be back in just a moment. Hola and welcome to Noche Latina, an NBA celebration of Latin heritage. We're proud to bring it to you here at 2K Sports. Joined by Coach Stan Van Gundy and Grant Hill. This is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. As we near the postseason, let's see where the West is shaking out. Taking a look at the Lakers, they have looked in control all season long. Aren't showing any signs of taking their foot off the gas anytime soon.
When I look at the Lakers, their fans were expecting a lot from this team this year, and they haven't disappointed them. It's been a terrific season, and they're far from done yet heading into the playoffs.
And the Lakers starting five. We've got Smith, and it's the closer in at the 3 spot. And for Chicago, we've got Luguentz Dort, Zion Williamson out there with Jusuf Nurkic. Then there's Jalen Brunson, and it's Kamare in at the small forward position. You know, in game 2 of a back-to-back, just how drained are you from yesterday as a player?
You know, B.A., proper rest and stretching can help a lot, but you're not going to be your usual self at the start of game time. Believe that.
Here's the closer. Pass to Thunder. Fires for 3. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. Dort, the pass to Brunson. Gets an open look and hits it.
Pretty much the second Brunson gets the ball, he's into motion, and that's how it's done.
Here's the closer. Here's Thunder, and he drives in. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Pass to Nurkic. Fades. That one's wide left. Well, Coach, Zion is always must-see TV when he plays. It's his availability that is questioned.
Yeah, it is, Brian, but he's been healthier, and when he plays, there's nobody like him in the NBA with that size, skill, and force.
Porter's shot is off. Chicago with the ball. Here's Kamare. Taking a look at his production, averaging just over 8 points a game. Down low. Here's Williamson. Tried to fade back there, but it's off the mark. The Lakers have gone 1 for 3 so far. Here's Thunder. Dort defending. Thunder with the bucket. Thunder's got his second bucket of the night.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Gets the 3 to fall.
Impressive offensive versatility for a big. He can show you a variety of looks.
Throws it up high, and Williamson throws it down.
Look out below. Zion came flying in to finish that alley.
Driving to the basket. Got it.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
For Chicago, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Ooh, Brunson throws it down.
How about Brunson showing his burst to the rim? Speed and vertical on display.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Here's Thunder. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. Thunder, the pass to Smith. Here's the closer. Hits the trifecta. The closer's got 6 points.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
And the Lakers, looking at who they've got. We've got Smith, and it's Porter in at the 5.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
You know, Stan, for a team with such a proud history, the last decade has been a tough one for the Bulls.
Yeah, Brian, it really has. They've had competitive teams, but they haven't won a full playoff series since 2014. And for such a dedicated and passionate fan base, that's been really difficult for them, let alone the front office and people that want to turn this thing around as quickly as they can.
Thunder, the pass to Thunder. With the drive, laid it in with a nice touch off the window. 6 points for him.
Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
Pass to Klingon. Brunson with it. Let's go with a three. Porter pulls it in.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Here's the closer.
2 minutes.
And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Chicago leading. Outside Brunson. We've got 1:48 left to play in the first half. Brunson with the finish inside.
His efficiency has been a big factor in helping them capture this lead.
Lakers trail by 4. Pass to Thunder. To the paint. Smith outside. Thunder, the pass to Thunder. Chicago with the rebound.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Here's Brunson. Oh, Brunson off the bump. And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Fresh off a win against the Pacers.
Dialing it in from range on the road is never easy to do, but they pulled it off and played a great game.
Yeah, great three-point shooting is so often what swings a game these days. When they're rolling from outside, they're tough to beat.
So both teams making some changes here. Looking at the 2K leaderboard. And so it's Chicago closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shots. Drums. They're measuring up the shots. One more time, a round of applause for our participants.
Welcome, everybody. Let's get right to it. It's been nothing short of a tremendous challenge for the Los Angeles Lakers.
So, the shot selection. You can't heave up anything and just keep hoping to get hot. They have to make better choices.
Yeah, shooting under 35%, not going to get you back into a game. Next up, let's take a look at our latest power rankings.
Yeah, taking a look at the Lakers. They're in that #1 spot for a reason. Playing well as a team, making it look easy. Definitely the team to beat right now, guys.
Going to take a lot to knock them out that top spot. Until then, this is their league.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Jalen Brunson in this game, he's been everywhere.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
Well, I just love his fearlessness so far. He's charging inside like no one can stop him.
And with today's switching defensive style, versatile wing players are tremendously in demand, Coach.
Yeah, well, position now, Brian, comes down to who can you guard, and guys that can guard 3, 4, 5 different positions. Those 6'7", 6'8" guys are often able to do that, and they are extremely valuable.
Yusuf Nurkic is out there with Zion Williamson. Then there's Lou Dort, then there's Jalen Brunson, and it's Kamare in at the 3. That's the group for Billy Donovan, getting going here in the second half. Pass to Thunder. Here's Thunder. Jacks up a 3, knocks down the triple. Thunder's got 9 points.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back and forth moments.
Here's Dort. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Their next game is at FedEx Forum in Memphis for a matchup with the Grizzlies. And that game will mark the end of a 4-game trip. Porter. And then Porter with the dunk.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
Brunson passes to Nurkic. Back to Brunson. 4-3. Thunder grabs the board.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
The closer passes to Thunder. Here's Thunder. Here's the closer. 6 points for him. Just 5 on the clock. Yep, that one goes. Give him 8 points now.
Well, the players will say, mouse in the house. Great job to use his size to expose the smaller defender inside.
Nurkic passes to Dort. Now Williamson from downtown. Zion attacks from range.
Zion keeping the defense on their toes right there.
Lakers trail by 10. Zion Williamson seems intent on silencing all the doubters moving forward, Graham.
Yeah, B.A., he's not taking any more questions about conditioning. His physicality and play really answered that question now. He has been looking better than ever.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the slam dunk is arguably pro basketball's signature play. And forward Nicholas Batum said growing up, you have so much joy in dunking. You're one of the few people in the world that can. But Father Time marches on, and like most vets, he's come to grips with the reality. He said, my body told me, no more, bro.
Well, leave that to the youngsters now, right? All right, Allie, thanks. Porter against Nurkic. Back to Brunson. Three-pointer. That shot missing. Lakers trail by 7. Pass to Porter. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Porter with a screen on Dort. Releases. And there's another one for the Lakers.
After a poor offensive first half, some nice adjustments made by this staff, and their shooting percentage is climbing.
Brunson passes to Nurkic. Got a piece of it. Pass to the closer. Here's Thunder. Brunson defending. Here's Thunder. He's got 12. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. Here's Kamare. He gets it up. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And we've reached the end of the third. Chicago ahead, leading by 5. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. Head coach Billy Donovan is mic'd up along the sidelines. Let's check it out.
We got to now start to anchor down defensively right now. Trust each other and trust the loads. It's not just one-on-one defense, it's together.
A little help from your friends. Billy Donovan preaching it. Are these guys listening?
Well, you also have
both teams deciding to change it up. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the three.
Well, in addition, I love their passing. I mean, they're buying into that team concept. That's hard to get out of your young guys.
And so in the game for Los Angeles, we've got Smith, and it's Porter in at the 5, roaming the paint. Dort to screen on Smith. Shot clock at 6, and it's Brunson missing. The Lakers have gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Here's Thunder from beyond the arc, and then some. Thunder's got 6 here in the quarter.
That's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
Brunson passes to Williamson. And here's Dort. Will it go? The Lakers with a rebound. Porter's got 4 rebounds now. Boy, the offense has been on point.
They have great timing and great communication. So hard to get stops against them.
And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
They're really settling into a nice rhythm now, starting to gain the upper hand.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
And they blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance at another one at the stripe.
I mean, towards the end of the game, you want Brunson out there, and he can do some special things for you.
First team foul. At the line for the Bulls, Jalen Brunson, shooting 1.
One shot.
That free throw good from Brunson.
Well, make no mistake, this is exactly who they want at the line in this situation.
Smith passes to Thunder. From 18 feet away. Rebounded by Nurkic. Nurkic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Brunson misses. The Lakers lead by 4. The closer passes to Thunder. Right side Porter. Smith against Nurkic. Pass to Thunder. Here's Thunder. Beyond the arc. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. Williamson's got 6 rebounds in the game. We've got 1:08 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Brunson, so confident at the rim.
Now, he may only be 6'1", but Brunson plays much bigger than that. I mean, he plays with a physicality.
Back to Porter. Smith outside. Here's Thunder. Oh, the trifecta!
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Billy Donovan was saying to the team. And they told the team it's close. We've got a chance if we battle, compete. You could see the players loved the message. They looked fired up. We'll see if it works, Brian.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Here's Brunson. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
Won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's the closer. Off target from three-point range.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Thunder grabs the board, and that's an intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Third team foul. Shooting for Los Angeles, number 40. At the line for two.
First free throw is good, and that increases the lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Taking care of business at the line, converting on all those free throws helps them build this lead.
Brunson passes to Williamson. Dort for 3. Smith with the rebound. Here's Thunder. He drops it from range. And so it's the Lakers easily grabbing this one. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
And that about wraps it up. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. And before we go, we'll leave you with our player of the game.